He looked over my shoulder and he looked
Downstairs.
yeah, and he looked at the Talk record, right?
There's a gold record downstairs
Davis and Robbie
behind a
Gray,
door.
and we're pouring through the pages of the summer issue
say
of
that's their favorite
Cosmopolitan.
position.
Would you like me to explain why?
Yes,
Let's talk to
please.
some women of
on my wall at
experience
home.
now.
That's funny.
To this day,
Yes,
as we
Bill.
thinking. But yeah,
Get at it! What the fuck you saying, man?
Not a lot of people know what I look like.
What station is he on?
Seafox.
No, I never heard of him.
I'm Bill. And I'm drunk today.
Oh, I've heard that it happens quite frequently.
No, don't believe that. I've been in and out of Vancouver for years. 5 years at Seafox, 2 or 3 years at CFMI, CKNW before that.
We do that in radio as well. We look at it differently. We look at it for free T-shirts. That's why we got into it, really. Boost. A lot of free stuff.
I decided kind of gradually as I was going that I just hated the sound of radio, and it bored me when guys were just talking at me. I didn't want to be talked at. I really didn't want anybody giving me the time and the temperature and the weather. So I just thought, well, it just makes sense then. I want to be on the air the way I'd like to hear somebody be on the air.
Who does the news?
Aaron Davis.
Aaron Davis. Don't know that boy.
But I love working with Erin. She's like a sister to me. I have 3 sisters, and it feels like I have 4.
We have a friendship sort of like a brother and a sister, you know, which can be so good and so bad.
What would she say about me? I think Erin would be over-complimentary, and she would offer me way more praise than I deserve.
You know, I would do anything for him.
You can tell him and Aaron are friends more than just co-workers, and that really comes out in their show.
I talked David Duchovny into phoning Erin on her birthday, and if there's anything that any of our listeners know about Erin, it's that she wants David Duchovny naked, tanning on a rock for her birthday.
You know, I've had the chance to talk to people like David Duchovny, who's like the love of my life.
Or Trevor Linden and David making an Erin sandwich.
And Trevor Linden, and I'm bad. I like talking to the handsome guys.
So that was a good one.
We've been doing the show. The show's been on for over 5 years now. I've just joined it more on a full-time basis in the last couple of months.
Working with Rob Gray's been awesome. I mean, it's just one more person in the mix.
Usually do some liaisoning, if that's a word, with our promo department and our sales department, because quite often we'll have stuff on the show that's coming up, whether it's a contest or something like that, that we need to find out more about, you know, how they want it executed on the air.
There's a picture of a boner on this.
Because it turns out that if clients give you lots of money, they'd actually like to have the product, you know, get displayed on air the way they want it to be displayed.
Can you get in tight on that?
Usually get in here, start going through the emails and stuff like that, get some drops ready for the show, try and arrange interviews. No, anytime for him would be good, because you know, it is Bobby Orr, so we'd love to have him on the show any way we can.
Bobby Orr, welcome to the Fox number 4.
Hi, Bill. How are you?
I can't tell you what a thrill it is, Bobby.
Thank you.
I just I'm beside myself right now. I talk to heads of state. I talk to rock stars and actors all the time. I'm just I just have to say this off the top.
Thank you.
You're on the ice. You're skating around with some kids out there. Tell everybody.
Yes, we're here with about 80 6 to 9-year-olds with our Chevrolet Safe and Fun hockey program, and it's very simple. I just think there's far too much pressure put on the kids. The kids aren't having fun at the young ages. Getting this message out. I mean, you know, I've got a corporate sponsor in General Motors. I'm committed. We have great guys working with the kids when we do the clinics, but we need the coaches and the parents.
Thank you,
Good
Bobby.
talking with you.
That's Bobby Orr right here on the Mighty Fox. You heard it. It's not some guy doing Bobby Orr. That was number 4 right there.
Our program director, Bob Mills, gives us a lot of leeway. I think what he probably realizes is that if you have some talented people in a room, if you tie them in too tight, that makes them look more inward than looking outwards.
I'll be honest, Bill's not necessarily the easiest guy to quote-unquote manage. He's certainly one of the most creative. I can count on one hand maybe not even all the digits that are there, the amount of people that hold more creativity than Bill Courage.
You're going to cross a line once in a while and stumble across it and maybe even smash a truck through it once in a while.
We've gone a little over the edge, you know, sometimes we talk about sex a lot.
Scott, who's 28, said, I love the sight of a woman slamming her hips down onto me, her breasts tingling within reach. I love that myself.
Goodness.
That's a gooder.
You know, I wouldn't want my mother to hear, let's say, you know, when we're talking about, you know, blow jobs and things like that, you know.
I love it when a woman licks my balls, says 22-year-old Jeremy.
I don't enjoy our show more than when I've got the lines open and I'm just going through the lines. And it's the beauty of being on a rock station, too, because you can be as belligerent as your audience is. Hi, Fox.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good, you?
Good.
It's your nickel, man. Fire away.
Yeah, movie toss?
Yeah, 3:20 is when we actually do the contest.
Did I miss the Lions tickets?
No, that's coming up later on, too. Thanks for listening so closely, though. All right, man. Hi, Fox.
My friend Trish and me, and
Trish and I.
Pardon?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, I failed grammar and English.
It's okay, I failed math.
Okay, well, I'm failing math.
Oh, well, at least you're consistent. I did my show from a backyard barbecue once. It was the Odds and the Fox present a backyard barbecue. So the idea was we do our show from this guy's backyard, and the band is going to come and play, and there's going to be catered food and booze, and there was a pool there, and it was great. And by 5:30, and this is not really funny, but it was my worst moment in radio, I think, a jealous husband came running out of the house to where I was standing, and our broadcast location is right beside our desk, where the desk was set up. So we've got all our mixing gear, and I've got the mic in my hand. I'm interviewing the host of the party, who apparently has hustled this guy's wife downstairs. So while I'm interviewing the guy, what a great party, yuck, 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 this giant redhead comes running across the yard and suckers the guy I'm interviewing. Literally smashes him in the face, and the two of them go tumbling right past me, landing on the deck. On the table, and like claps, and now but our microphone is buried in the pile, and people at the party are running and diving onto the pile, so all you can hear is, you prick, you are prick, my wife, and like I'm standing there still on the air. So you know, I yelled, I don't know if I can say this in your documentary, but I went, holy fuck. Then I realized I'm on and went, we'll have more right after this.
Bill Courage is hired to do rock and roll on a rock station, and he does rock on a rock station.
Well, I'm not rocking or rolling anymore.
Everybody's buzzing about Matt Good right now, too.
But it was great. I think the pinnacle of that trip for me and Dave was the fact that you can smoke on Iberia Airlines.
Yeah.
So we just got on the plane. We smoked
flights.
all the way from Heathrow to Spain, man. It was just smoking the whole way.
Yeah.
Just because we can.
Just because we can.
Just because you can. Well, they probably figured that their odds of actually making the flight without crashing or something.
They're all going to die anyway, so what the hell? Let them smoke.
The wheels just fell off then if I'm in charge. Matthew Good and the band, Hello Time Bomb on the Fox.
What's the hardest part of my job? I don't know. I don't want this to sound, I don't want this to come out wrong, but I think boredom. I think that I struggle to amuse myself at times. But I've had young people constantly ask me, you don't even prep, man, you're my idol and stuff. I've had students say that to me, and I think, no, you got it all wrong, man. I prepped hard for 15 years until it sounded like I walked in there just bare balls to be able to just shoot from the hip. I mean, no, you get your chops down. Go to Kamloops for 5 years and then tell me, that you're just shooting from the hip. If you're getting into it to be famous, if you're getting in it to be rich, if you're getting into it because you want free T-shirts and concerts or you want people to think you're cool, you're going to get chewed up and spat out in the first year. That's the fact. So usually I give them a real cold, hard slap in the face of what it's really about.
Bill just has a passion for life, about everything. And he brings that with him when he brings it to work. But as far as a man who lives life to the fullest, I think that's Bill Courage.
You aren't going to show this to anybody, though, are you?